How's it going, everybody? Today we are jumping back in Scum and we are going to take a look at the 2026 roadmap. Not too long ago, the developers released a new video talking about the 1.2 update, and they have also hinted at what we can expect to see in the game with future updates. Now, when it comes to the 1.2 update, as we know at the moment it is available to play on the alpha branch of the game, but it will fully release on the main branch on Monday on the 22nd of December. It looks like they have already implemented a lot of bug fixes on the alpha branch, as we can see here, so hopefully the full release of the update will be smooth and without any major issues. And we have already checked out all the new additions the past couple of times we've played. We have the Tommy gun and the survival knife, the big inventory rework, we have improvements to the NPCs and zombies. We also have a new loot goblin zombie, and this new loot goblin zombie has a backpack full of stuff for us, of course if we manage to catch it, because the zombie will run away from us, it will not attack, but we have to be careful because as soon as we take it down, a zombie horde will spawn on us no matter what. And then we have the inflatable boat and the sidecar bike as well. And when it comes to the bike, let me tell you, we can attach so many different things to it. You know, I gotta say, we can pack this bike with so many different things. So for example, on the cart here, we can install the RPK or the M249 on the front. But then on the back, we can install a spare wheel. So we can do this, and then we can do this. We can install a spare wheel on the back. And then on top of the wheel, we can also have some extra inventory space. So we can install the wheel, and then we can also install a medium storage rack right over here. So a weapon at the front, a wheel, and some medium storage at the back. And then on the front, we can install even more storage. We can install these small vehicle storage racks. We can actually install two of them, one here on the left and then one on the right of the cart. Right, so we can do this. So on the cart alone, we can have a weapon, 3 extra storage boxes, and a wheel. And then it doesn't stop there. We can also have another inventory rack right over here on the bike. So how many attachments do we have? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attachments on this thing. This must be the most amount of attachments that we can put on any vehicle, right? 6 different ones. Now, when it comes to what we can expect to see in 2026, the developers said that in the coming year, they will focus on resolving old issues. They said that the top priority will be fixing bugs and all sorts of other issues, improving existing core systems, and reworking some of the features that are already in the game. We are also going to get small updates throughout the year with new additions, but their main goal will be fixing and improving the video game. They also said that the larger updates will be pushed back, for example the Wild Hunters update that will come later on, and we actually got the first look at the Wild Hunter NPC models. We've got 2 of them here in this picture, and it looks like they will use primitive weapons. One NPC has a bow and arrow in this picture, and then we have a beefy NPC as well with a shield, and I'm guessing that this guy will use a melee weapon as well. I'm thinking that the big guy will be pretty tanky with lots of HP, and maybe the other guy will be really fast. You know, just like with the zombies, the larger zombies are slower but tankier, but the smaller ones have less HP but they are a lot faster. At the moment, we don't know all that much about them and how they will fit in the game. Are they experiments gone wrong? Are they players that went wild? We don't really know all that much just yet, but from what we can see here, they will be like the orcs from the Lord of the Rings. They will have their own camps around the map, and as for the loot that they will drop us, I'm guessing, you know, bows and melee weapons. Also, official modding support will be added, and with these new modding tools, we will be able to... I say I'm not gonna be able to do this because I don't know the first thing about mods, but I'm sure that, you know, there are lots of talented players out there that will create some interesting mods, and they said that these mods or these modding tools will be able to let the community mod anything that's currently in the game, and they will also allow the creation of new original content, so custom things like weapons, clothes, maybe even new maps and other things like that. It says here that they will be aiming for this to be released in 2026, but they will keep us posted throughout the year. Now, this is what I think, and I am by no means an expert, but let's say that they release mod support and the community creates a bunch of cool custom content, right? I'm thinking that the custom content might get broken or bugged whenever new official content from the developers will be added. That might create a lot of other problems, you know, whenever a new update rolls in, some mods will break and they will have to be updated or fixed. I'm kind of guessing here, right, but mods are probably going to be released towards the end of the major official updates that we will get. But again, I'm no expert, I'm just kind of speculating here. If anybody knows anything about modding, do let us know down below your thoughts. But yeah, the 2026 roadmap for the game will be mostly focused on fixing the video game, fixing bugs, and improving different systems that are already present in the game. And we are also going to get small content updates throughout the year. But things might change, as we saw with the 2025 roadmap. The Wild Hunters were supposed to be added with the Q4 update of this year, but they were pushed back because they were not ready to be released just yet. And that could happen next year as well. New problems could appear, major bugs and whatnot, so we never really know how things will go. To be honest, 2025 was a huge year for Scum. The game left early access and it was fully released. You know, over the summer we got the big 1.0 update and we got quite a few other updates after that as well. And it looks like we are still going to get some major updates, but the developers are focusing on polishing the game more than anything, which is great. Having a smooth gameplay experience is definitely going to be well received by players. And again, the 1.2 update is scheduled for Monday. At least they said that they are aiming for Monday, but I'm guessing that it will have to be Monday because they're probably going to go on Christmas break until next year. So hopefully they will release it and hopefully there will be no major bugs either, so we can do a bit of gaming over the holiday break. And speaking of the holiday break, I wanted to wish everybody happy holidays. I hope you guys had a great year and hopefully next year will be just as good, if not better. Also, huge thank you to you guys for sticking with the channel and watching the videos. It's crazy, but it's been 8 years since we created the channel, so I'm really grateful to you guys for watching the videos and always leaving comments and subscribing, so thank you very much for everything. Also, I always forget to mention this, but we do have a Discord if anybody wants to join. I try to be on there as much as I can as well, answering questions and whatnot. But there we go, I think we are going to stop here for today. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video. I hope you have enjoyed. In case you did, be sure to drop some stuff and things down below. Make sure to subscribe and I will see you in the next video.